Okay. All right. All right. It's time to start this, fam. What's going on? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. Y'all see the thumbnail, man. You know how people are coming to the table. So, with all of these discussions going on, right? Shout out to Obsidian. Shout out to BGS. I think he's live right now. Shout out to him. Um, they were talking about getting black women back to the table. The Daily Wrap Up crew. We're having a discussion with Dr. Umar, and people are talking about that. And when it comes to the black community and the black relationship dynamic, if people want people to come to the table, which I understand, but in my opinion, people are going to come to the table on demon time. People are going to come to the table disingenuous. People are going to come to the table lying. People are going to come to the table manipulating the situation. That's how people are going to come to the table. You see what I'm saying? So when you're out here, the reality isn't what people want it to be. You know, that's the problem. So when you're out and about in society, you got to take this stuff into consideration. So I'm looking at it like, okay, um, people are lying and people are cool with people lying. People are covering up what they're doing and they're cool with people covering up what they're doing. So we're gonna have to get into it. So when people say they want, to come to the table and talk about how these relationships could be better and build a better black family, right? When people say that, well, build a better black family with who? Because what you want, because the way we're doing these stories and the way we're doing this stuff, we're making one person a good person and another person a complete screw up. And that's not what's going on. Because what's happening is a person that's a straight screw up is the person that's looked at as the angel in the situation. And a person that's looked at as the villain of the situation is a person who's responsible enough to fix a screw up's problems. So when we come into the table, we're not being completely honest. We don't want to fix it. We just want to enable screw ups. And we're cool with enabling screw ups. So what winds up happening is what? More stuff gets screwed up. And we've been down this road before. And people just don't want to be honest about how it ends. And it ends horribly. So when we talk about the dating aspect of it, and you hear men say women don't have it together, you hear women say men don't have it together. But here's the thing: we're just talking about a fantasy group. We're not like when you're listening to most of these people talk, they're not talking about the group of people that they're dating. They're talking about a fantasy group that makes them look good because they can't really have a good excuse if they was using that same logic with a group of people that they're actually dating. And you see it from the 20s to the 30s and somewhat, and even to the 40s. People are lying. People ain't got their stuff together. So let me get this right. You grown now. Yes. And you mean people who don't have their stuff together. Yes. Mm-hmm. So you don't know anybody that has their stuff together. Yes. Will those people deal with you? Well, I'm gonna just talk about the people who don't have their stuff together. I know, because those are only people that are mess with you because you don't have your stuff together either. But you're trying to present yourself as a person who has it together when you don't. So this is where we have a problem. because you want to come to the table lying. And everybody's just supposed to skirt around that. You know, you want to talk about uh, personal responsibility, accountability. That's not coming up at the table. It's always an excuse if you come to the table and talk. You're talking at the table with somebody who doesn't really want to have a conversation, just somebody who wants to finesse the situation and get over on you. So a lot of these people are coming to the table, you know, disingenuous up front. So here's a problem. You got brothers like, like Umar was talking. Brothers need to come together and fix the community. Brothers, you won't get respect from black women until you fix the community. Who exactly is supposed to fix the community? And who exactly is supposed to enforce fixing the community? See, because this is the part we don't want to talk about. Because when you come to the table, you come to the table with a lie. Because this is how we come to the table. Brothers in the 80s, in the 70s, 80s, and 90s was incarcerated, so all the fathers wasn't in homes. The vast majority of people weren't in jail for dealing drugs. So I don't know why y'all keep bringing up drug dealers as the whole reason why the families broke up. Of all of look, and I was a kid of the 80s. I grew up with parents that was using drugs and dealing drugs and in abusive relationships. But I know if I put all of my friends from grade school to college all in a room, all together, if I had 100 of them, you wouldn't have 85 stories of, yeah, my daddy was a drug dealer who got locked up, and this is what. No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. Oh, these kids was raised without fathers and the fathers what? No, stop it. And even if we was to go with that stupid argument, okay. So the father wasn't in the home because of drugs. And now we need to fix the community, but you want us to hire, like if we started businesses and use our money and resources to make money, now we need to hire the brothers who are smoking weed and sagging their pants and unemployed. So basically, either the dudes that got out of jail because they was drug dealers and they don't have a life anymore. So that's who we need to hire to help fix the community, or the quote unquote sons of the drug dealers that's just walking around who got money for weed. But you think they're going to actually work like that. And that's how we fix the community. Just constantly, going to the bottom of the barrel to pick people. We going to clean. Look, black men are not the nation of Islam. We're not picking brothers up out of the prison and trying to make them, citizens. That's not what we're doing. That's not it. Sorry. So now we're going to play this game. Because everybody wants to, just skirt around the reality of the issue. And the reality is there are certain people that need to be cut off in our community. There are certain people who if we were to make the community better, they got to go. That's just the reality. And the idea of, we can't give up on people. No, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Society gives up on people all the time. Why do we as the black community have to always pick up the downtrodden? Hello, the vast majority of the downtrodden we're talking about are adults who really chose to be downtrodden. How about you work with the productive people, not the unproductive people? What's the problem with that? How come you can't come to the table and say, you know what? If you can't do if we need the help and we need you to help build the community, if you can't do your job, we're getting rid of you and we're replacing you. Oh, we can't say that. Because you gotta help her, brother, help a brother. No, that's ridiculous. That's retarded. Because guess what? The people that you always want to help people are the very people that got to work double and triple time, because they're helping people who don't want to help themselves, for one, and you're helping people who don't want to fix the problem. So how about work with people who have a like mind? Be available to people who have a like mind. Not this BS people are pushing. That's an issue. So when people want to come to the table, what are they coming to the table to do? To do what? Sabotage? And we're just supposed to take that. And it's weird because, I remember even with Umar went with this whole the school that I guess isn't still built yet. He was saying he got black contractors because he wanted to hire the brothers, and the brothers screwed him over, so he had to hire white folks to do the job. It's a reason why he didn't keep hiring brother after brother after brother and get screwed over, because it costs money. How many resources do you think people have infinite resources to be playing games with people? He's like, yeah, we hiring. Oh man, you know what? I don't want to do the job. Da 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 da. So if I mess it up, I got another shot. If I mess it up, I got another shot. This is ridiculous, because what you're asking of black men in Black America to do is, for the most part, these brothers had to take the straight and narrows, had to take all, had to go through all the adversity, had to be right, had to be punctual, had to be on time, had to be efficient, had to get the job done. And then they are supposed to work with people who are the complete opposite of that and teach them how to be, responsible and productive. And hey, here's the thing. How long is that supposed to take? And how long before somebody says, look, that's enough? No, this is why I say people come to the table devilish, because there is no answer of when to cut a person off. There is no answer of when to say, you know what, you've done enough, move on. I remember a while back I did a video on a news story in Chicago of these brothers who owned a shoe store. And the shoe store got robbed like 3 or 4 times. The shoe store, they broke in, they robbed the place so much that insurance wouldn't cover them anymore. And then they stayed in business and they robbed them again, and they had to shut down the location. So, guess what? So what were they supposed to do? You know what, brother? These black people, you black people gonna steal. They're gonna rob you. They're gonna do you dirty. But you know what? I know they robbed you so much the insurance company doesn't even cover you anymore. But you got to give them one more shot, even though they robbed you already, and now you came out of pocket $10,000. But if you give it 1, maybe 2, maybe 7 more shots, guess what? We're gonna get it together. Just stay afloat, brother. That's bull. Then we got to have this conversation going back to the relationship part. Here we go with the fathers are not in the home, and we need to come to the table. Okay, time out. If 70-something% of the children are born into single mother households, guess what? They weren't living with their baby daddy to begin with. So can we actually have a realistic conversation about what's going on? Can we do that? Because if you want to fix a problem, you got to actually deal with the actual real problem. See, the real problem ain't necessarily that these kids are raised in single mother households. That's really not the crux of the problem. Is the narrative of it doesn't fit the situation. Because you can't fix what you can't say. Okay, these kids are born in single mothers households and these kids are abandoned. No, they're not abandoned. They're not abandoned. The vast majority of these kids are not abandoned. That's not what happened. Put the abandoned kids in one spot and put the kids whose mother didn't want the father to have access to the kid in another spot. Deal with the abandoned one way and deal with the ones who, I just don't want the baby to be around their daddy a different way. If you want to come to the table for real. because we want to throw everybody in this bad. Oh my God, something bad, something so bad happened. This is an innocent victim of circumstance. They did nothing wrong. They never actually did what they said they did. This is why we keep having all these dumb, feminist and misandrist conversations of people who keep making up stories that don't even exist. I was watching, what was I watching? Alabama Preach. They were talking about just pearly things though, and about her slavery thing again, right? And then she said something to the effect of, I think divorce should be outlawed. And then I forgot if it was Alabama Preach. I forget which one it was. But he was like, yeah, you shouldn't outlaw divorce. Because if the husband's at home beating the wife all the time and every night, when has this first time out? This is a problem. When has this happened? No. And when I say when has this happened, when's the last time you heard of a real life story in your life where a married couple was together in the Black community and the husband was just coming beating his wife all day long? When's the last time you heard that? In your family, with your friends. Like, put all the married people you know together. How many husbands are beating their wives? Just coming home, oh, I had a rough day. To the moon, Alice. Who's doing this? But hey, it fits the narrative, right? Because then you could go, yeah, I could justify it. It's like, okay, well, no, we need to put some actual action to this and see who's doing what. That's what we need to do. Then we got those stories of this person is a deadbeat. Are they a deadbeat or complete deadbeat? So they don't contribute in no way, no contact, no nothing, right? And they never have, right? And they just walked away and was like, I never wanted this kid from jump. Is that what happened? Is that what happened? Well, not really. Exactly. So that's not a deadbeat situation. This person's broke. They're broke. Okay. So we come to the table and he's saying we can't work with these people because they broke. So is this person actually broke? How long has this person been broke? Or is this a figment of they didn't do something for you and now they broke? Or they actually are broke this time and now you put it to them like they broke for life. Kind of like the Russell Simmons situation. Oh, 20-year-old daughter, he's a broke deadbeat. Really? You've been living a millionaire lifestyle your whole freaking life, and now in the last 3 months, your dad's a broke deadbeat. Okay. This is a disingenuous conversation. And this is the type of stuff that people are trying to bring to the table. This is how we're going to do it. No, it's not how we're going to do it. Because everybody's not going for that. That's the reality. Everybody is not going for this BS. So, and then you got the fellas. Real talk. These women are out here doing that. They're cheating, they're scamming, they're lying, they're effing your best friend. Okay, really. All right, bro, let me see. How many of y'all actually wound up in the best man situation where a chick smashed your best friend? Because obviously that ain't your best friend, just for the record. But let's go for it. These chicks out here dating a dope boy. Yeah, okay. How many? Because we got to start putting it because we have people who are not dating, actively repeating this. It's not. See, the people who actually got cheated on in that situation, I hear their story. The people who actually, the girl dated a dope boy and not him, I hear their story. But the person who's not dating at all, I reject your deposit. You're not dating at all. You haven't been dating for a long time. Well, you see, the story is that they'll choose the guy in the streets and dealing the drugs, and they'll sleep with your best friend. And okay, so when's the last time you went on a date, bro? Well, I don't go on them because they will shut up. But when we come to the table, no. See, you can't complain about something you actually you're privy to on the internet, but you haven't seen it in your real life because you're not active enough. It might happen if you're active enough to date, but the people who aren't dating, no. And now it's like the majority of people aren't dating as far as males. So I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. You playing. Now, let's come to the table. The disingenuous part about how people want to come to the table. I saw a story, I think Obsidian was talking about it earlier. I think it was like Ace Metaphor, if I'm not mistaken, when they were talking about health and women's health and body positivity and all that BS, right? And people want to come and say, oh, because of the stress and the racial injustice, and oh my God, I ate 25 wings from Wingstop because of racism and colorism and featureism. No, you didn't. You ate 25 wings because you like eating 25 wings, and you do it on a consistent basis, and now you're 50 pounds overweight. That's what happened. But some people are born bigger than other people. That is actually a true statement. But you wasn't one of them. You ate yourself to being a bigger person. That ain't your body type. Don't want to hear it. You 22 years old, and it's like, how did you get this overweight? When's the last time you worked out? I still need to. Shut up. Shut up. But I just want a man who makes $100,000, and then if he makes $100,000, then I'll go to the gym and I'll get a trainer and I'll get a nutritionist and I'll have time to be in my feminine energy. No. Nobody has to make so much money that they can make up for your laziness in life to the point that they can afford to to pay for you to not be lazy anymore. No. Disingenuous. I'm gonna come to the table and I'm gonna get it together. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's because of what happened to me. No, it didn't. You know. I'm about to go somewhere. It's about to get ugly. And when it comes to the guys in the pro-black community, the pro-black hotep community that always want to, oh, brothers come together. So what just happened with Brother Polite? See, y'all got you pro-black brothers in particular. Y'all got a bad. Y'all worse than any. When it comes to the Me Too movement, y'all far surpass the Me Too movement, and all of y'all scamming and hustling and how can I say it ain't a philanthropy. What is it? Philanthropy? Yeah, philanthropy. That's what it is. It's not that. It's philandering. With all of y'all hypocrisies. Brothers need to come to the table to work with you. Oh, okay. We supposed to be pro-black and pan-African and work together with you. When I can see you scamming a mile away, but I'm supposed to overlook it because you a brother and I'm a brother and Ashe and Hotep brother. No, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Hold on for 1 second. Sorry about that, but now we got to play this game. We got to play this game. We supposed to look out for each other. We can't look. No. The pro-black community got to look out for the pro-black community, and the pro-black community gotta actually get the black community's trust, because we want to come to the table. All of this pro-black, pan-African, and energy chakra, BS. No, absolutely not, because y'all don't. That community is not a working community. When you look at the pro-black community, the pro-black men that are always pushing for the community to come together, the vast majority of them brothers, they don't work. They don't work. They talk a lot, but they don't work. You see them online. They grew their hair out. They grew their beard out. Either they fat and overeating, or they skinny and trying to. If you take water and cucumber and the watermelon juice and some water and detox your body and look at me now. I got a shirt off because this is what I eat. I eat fruits and I alkalinize my body. And it's like, bro, what do you actually do? And then you got the brothers who make money, but it all comes off as super scammy. See what you got to do, brother. You get your credit to get the credit, and when the credit is the credit, then you leverage the credit for some more credit, and then when you get that credit, you get some more credit, and then that's how you accumulate credit, and then you wind up with $500,000 of credit. But you're rich. How you rich with all that credit? That's not your money. You got to pay back all that money. Oh, brother, we're not gonna get into that, brother. But just accumulate all the credit, brother, and the money shall come. No, the debt shall come, and then y'all get locked up for scamming. Y'all get locked up for PPP loans. Isn't it like who's the guy with DJ Envy? We're gonna get on this Wall Street. We're gonna show you how to trap on the Wall Street. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not telling people tactics. You're just talking. You're just talking. Don't forget, burning sage. Ah, shit. The sage gonna help me. Burning sage, and you can't even cook. You can't even cook. But this is who we got to come to the table with. And this is how we got to come to the table. We got to overlook this. Let's not talk about that. Let's come to the table and let's just skirt all the bad things under the rug. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Got love for O'Shea. Got love for Diners. How many times I've been looking online on YouTube of all these people, all these black folks, black Americans who went to Africa, and then they mad and they come back, or they went to Africa and they like, listen, y'all got to come here with y'all stuff together. Y'all just can't come here. And you got all these black folks, and this is the issue. It's not about the Pan-Africanism per se right now. The issue is you got too many grown black folks, black Americans living in fantasy land, and they want another black American who's an adult to finance their fantasy. Oh, brother, if I just went to the continent and kissed the dirt and just burn some sage, brother. Oh, we would come together as one, and I could just walk around Africa with, barefoot with some sandals and maybe some Jordans, and I just feel my ancestors, and I just feel all connected to the motherland. Shut up. Because you're the same person. Listen, hey man, could you send me like $200? Could you send me like $250? I'm going through a rough time. Could you send me like $500? I'm gonna get it right back to you. Could you send me like another $100? Could you send me like? And then, why, brothers? Why you don't? You need to do something in the community that the community can live off of, huh? Huh? The community can live off. I was watching Inky Johnson, and he was talking about. He went to a school to speak to the players, and he said there was a Gatorade bottle on the floor, right by the door. Gatorade bottle on the floor. They coming in. He near the door. They coming in. Everybody they stepping over the Gatorade bottle, stepping over, just walking in. And he says, "Listen, and what do y'all want to do? We trying to win. We trying to do it all. We trying to be champs." And he said, and he tells them like, y'all want to win? He's like, yeah. Y'all want to be champs? Yeah. Why didn't nobody pick up this Gatorade bottle on the floor? Seems like a little small thing, right? Because people don't want order. They want somebody else to have the order. They want somebody else to do the order. And this is why I say people are coming to the table like demons, like with devilish intent. Because they don't intend, the people want to come to the table and talk, don't intend to do the work. They intend for somebody else to do the work. They're in there to bargain to see how much work they don't have to do and how much work you will agree to do. And the weird part about it, and that's why I say people are coming to the table disingenuous and insincere, because the weird thing about it is you gotta, and it's just a societal thing at this point. People will come to the table and reach an agreement And the only part of the agreement they remember is what you're supposed to do. They get amnesia on their part. I didn't agree to that. I was at the table, but I didn't say, yeah, I would do that specifically. I said, I said, mm-hmm. I said, yeah, but I wasn't saying yeah to that. I was just saying, yeah, Oh, okay. Oh, okay. This is what we doing. This is what we doing. You know, and brothers don't want to hear that. You know, let me flip the script and talk for black women if I can for a minute. There are a bunch of black women who got their stuff together. And when I tell you they ain't represented on social media, just like the brothers who got their stuff together ain't really represented on social media, that's kind of what the Black Manosphere was for. The black women who got their stuff together, they ain't represented on social media. See, what you get, like a lot of these sisters, they just like brothers who working too much and working overtime. They ain't got the time. So when you see these people on social media, what do you see? Mostly people who dress nice but ain't got it together, who expect somebody else to do all the heavy lifting and they don't know how to do nothing. That's what you see mostly. That's what's going on. Because anybody who's in the working world will tell you, they know some sisters who got it together. Some of them, some sisters are attractive. So, some of those sisters are single mothers. Some of those sisters don't even have kids yet. But it's like, yo. But when you look on social media, these women you hearing, I'm killing it and we killing it. That ain't the we. They ain't part of the we that they talking about. They vicariously got it together through this other chick that can't make the podcast because she got to work. So all the stuff, these men ain't good enough for me. No. She's saying it's really those men ain't good enough for her homegirl that ain't like her. But she tried. But since that's her friend, she act like she in the same ballpark when she not. See, I'm tired. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just live in reality when we do this stuff. When you get on social media, you see all of these fake but real videos of things that go on in the dating market. The guys at the gas station in the Corvette and the Lamborghini truck. And can I talk to you for a minute? Oh, you don't want to talk to me? You don't want to talk to me? Okay, let me get in my car. And then, that's your car? That's your car? That's been going on for what, 3, 4, 5 years now that they've been playing these videos? They might you feel me? The cameraman is afar. It's basically a prank video. The guys at the restaurant, his girl's cheating, but he's looking at her with another guy, and somebody's filming him over their shoulder, and it's like, you see what's going on? This is all entertainment. It's all entertainment. That stuff is just to stoke the fire because it gets views. That's it. So when you talking about, those people are coming to the table, what we talking about? We ain't talking about them people. That's for sure. That's for entertainment. They're not even being real. Because let me explain something to you. Ain't nobody gonna keep a sports car just parked at a gas station for 30, 45 minutes, just walking around talking to people. Because they don't want to get robbed. Just for the record. Just for the record. They ain't that obviously it ain't most of them car. The car is not for most of them guys because they're too reckless with it. There's no way I'm gonna sit there in a $90,000 Corvette just. Hey, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Can't talk to you. Can't talk to you. No. But let's get to the important part. All of this stuff is rhetoric now. It's all rhetoric. Not real, just rhetoric. When people say we need to have black families, all the people that want to get married, raise your hands. All the people that want to get married and raise their hands, do you know somebody that you could marry right now and that would marry you right now? If you raise your hand on that, why don't y'all two just start talking? See, it ain't that difficult. You know, have a relationship with that person. But no, we're not. That's too easy. We gotta make something up. All of you people who got a kid or multiple kids in the dating market, raise your hand. Why don't you talk to somebody who got kids like you instead of wanting somebody who don't have kids? You know, all the people who make let's go 50 to $75,000 a year. Raise your hand. Why? What's the problem with talking to somebody who makes $50 to $75,000 a year like you? Why are you trying to go for 120 or 150 and 250 and 300 and $1 million a week? Why? Why? Because the reality of this of that stuff is, first and foremost, on one end you say, I don't want to be in a relationship where I feel controlled and somebody is financially abusing me because they're not letting me, giving me access to enough money. And on the other hand, you say, you're saying you want to be with somebody who got way more money than you, and they're not supposed to say, hey, you can't spend all my money. Come on now, you're playing games. You know, on the flip side, guys are talking all this, super porn star sex stuff. Cool, because for the life of me, I really don't understand at this particular point. If you over 30 years old and sex is on your mind 24/7, and it's all about sex, and it's all about women, and it's all about sex, and it's all about women, and it's all about sex, either you've been jerking off from 15 to 30 plus, or or you just watch porn all day. Like, you don't have a life. By that time, you should have had enough relationships where it ain't that serious. It ain't that difficult to get. But for all you cats who, gotta have sex, gotta have women, the women, the sex, the women, the sex, the women, you gotta hit this all day long. Let me ask you a question. So why are you complaining about Instagram thoughts? Why are you complaining about, fast little thoughts out here who giving up to everybody else? Why are you complaining about girls who taking back shots and giving head and getting trains ran on them? You've been looking for sex and women, there you go. But that's not the kind of woman I want to marry. You're not trying to marry nobody, dog. You've been wanting sex and women. Stop. You've been wanting freaks. Go to the freaks and stop complaining about freaks being freaks. That's all you got to do. But I just want her to be a freak with me. Shut up. You want somebody who for the streets, and you trying to turn a thought into a housewife because it makes you feel special. Sorry, that's dumb in the first place. Here's a reality for you. Get with somebody and y'all have sex, and y'all might actually be freaky, and y'all can actually have more and more sex together. But that's not really what it's about. It's about some more sex, some new sex, some more sex with a different person, a different position with a different person, or the same position you did with the person that you like, and you want to see if it's good, and you good in bed with somebody else, and it's just okay, sex. What's that doing for you? Nothing. Because the vast majority of people are really, how Alan Roger Curry used to say it, wanting the possibility of sex. That's all that's about, the possibility. The possibility. Y'all throwing all y'all relationships away for some fantasy sex with some fantasy chick that you ain't even talked to. And then you mad at the chick because she ain't sleeping with you, and you mad at the chick that she's sleeping with everybody else. And you mad at the chick because she for the streets, but you mad that she ain't for your sheets. Like, shut up. And this is how people are coming to the table, talking about I'm looking for a wife and a family. You a lie. You a lie. Oh yeah, and I gotta get to the health part with the fellas. Let me tell y'all something. We need to come to the table and we need to talk. We need to have these. No. No, we ain't finna go there. First and foremost, fellas, I know these women are out of shape and they fat for the most part. I get it. I get it. The vast majority of women are obese. I get it. Overweight. I get it. But fellas, I'm so sick of y'all getting on social media and being two Twinkies away from a heart attack and worried about women's looks. I'm worried about having sex with women. First and foremost, bro, you too fat to have sex. You already know it ain't gonna be good because guess what? You breathing heavy 30 seconds in. You can't walk a flight of stairs. Stop talking about sex. Get your fat ass on the treadmill. There you go. Since we're gonna come to the table on some real stuff, we're gonna come to the table on some real stuff. Stop eating everywhere you go. You don't need 3 cheeseburgers. You don't need 6 orders of fries. You don't need 7 sodas. You don't. I don't care if you working in corporate America. It's too many of y'all built like Michelin men. Being fat with a beard don't make you no man. Real talk. I'm sick of seeing brothers out here in athletic gear looking so unathletic. But it's about, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a man. And how you, I'm a protector and a provider. Who you gonna protect? Who you gonna protect as out of shape as you are? Well, I got them guns. Whoa. Maybe you don't realize this, fella. Just for some of y'all, maybe y'all don't realize this. You ever seen a fat guy in a gunfight? Seriously, you ever seen a fat guy in a gunfight? Do you know how long it takes him to get and reach that gun? Have you ever seen? I'm going to my car real quick. What a gun. I got you now. Have you ever seen a fat guy? Have you ever seen a big guy who's overweight got a gun and trying to do that? Well, brother, I'm 6'4" and I'm 275 pounds. And you bought a gun with a barrel this damn long, and you gonna protect and provide and get in a gunfight. You think this dirty Harry? You gonna reach the gun all the way up like this, huh? You dead. Stop him. Dog is getting on my. It's not. It is not. As a man, I would just walk around and my masculinity is just gonna scare the world. Ain't nobody scared of you. Ain't nobody scared of you. Hate to break news to you, but nobody. Nobody. It doesn't make sense. What happened? I don't remember. I know you don't remember. Because you had a stroke halfway into the shit. Same thing with all you guys who, and I say this disrespectfully. Same thing about you drinkers and smokers. Don't make no sense. But real men protect and provide. You a dope head, dog. Drugs come before protecting and providing. You an alcoholic. Getting drunk come before protecting and providing. I know of guys who ruin their families behind drugs. I know chicks who ruin their families behind drugs and alcohol. The difference between those two people is the chick keep her kids. The dude don't. That's the only difference. That's it. But we got to come to the table and act like this don't exist. I'm gonna get into it this way. For all you, and I really do, just like I said, the hotels. I hate the Christian folks just as much. I hate you religious folks far more than anybody else because you see a lot of y'all want to come to the table and use God as an excuse to get over and doing some bullshit. So this is what I mean. If you're a Christian, if you're a Muslim, it really don't matter. There's a God, there's a devil. There's a heaven, there's a hell. There's a right, there's a wrong, there's a good, there's an evil. It's pretty much black and white. But this is what we do when we come to the table. Can I bring a whole bunch of gray area in here? So, you can't, like I said earlier, you can't give up on people. No, if a person's a fuck up, there's a fuck up. Like, let them go. God wouldn't do that. This is where we're going wrong. God would do that. That's why people going to hell. Hate to break the news to you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I would use the devil in the thumbnail. God gave up on the devil. God gave up on all the people that went to hell. Hey, that's your choice. That's what you do. But we in our community, we're supposed to come to the table with people that you should have let go. Because you one of the people that should be let go. Well, one day I'm gonna get it together, and you just gotta work with me. No. Y'all read the Bible? Y'all read the Bible? Y'all read the Quran? God ain't sitting in hell like, look, man, I'm trying to work with you demons to get it together. I'm gonna get y'all into heaven if you demons to get it together. I'm spending all this time in hell. I done forsaken all the angels up there and all the saints and all the good people, but I'm gonna sit in hell with you until you get it together so I can bring you to heaven. That's not how it works. But that's the mentality that we're using when we want to come to the table. That's the mentality. Stop. So now we got an issue. A major issue at the table. Because you can't be right when you come to the table. You can't be good when you come to the table. You can't be righteous when you come to the table. And that's an issue. Major issue. When you're dealing with people who go, you know what? I know I'm wrong, but you just got to deal with me and work with it. And then when somebody says, no, I don't, you a sellout, brother. No, not a sellout. Not a sellout. It's ridiculous to think somebody's a sellout for that. I did a video on that Sun issue a while back, fam. That's pretty much over with. That's how that is. But coming to the table, what are we coming to the table with? How come we can't be honest at the table? How come people can't say, it'll be much better if you came and said, listen, I'm coming to the table, but I got these problems. These are my problems. These are my red flags. These are the things that I already know could get me just X'd out. Can I actually come to the table with somebody who's in the same ballpark as me that we could work with each other? Not no extreme. Not no extreme. Because I use it as a sports reference, football or basketball, right? Because when people are coming to the table now, they've lost. They've lost all season in their life, right? All season in their life this last year. And they want to come to the table and get the number one pick. I want the number one pick. I need the best person that you can find on the planet. And they're going to fix this situation. That's what I need. That's what I deserve, somebody to come along and fix this situation. But then you get mad because the number one pick is like, this is a horrible situation. This is terrible. I can't fix this. I can't fix this. I'm the quarterback. With you the quarterback, you can fix everything. We don't have a line that blocks. We don't have good receivers that can get open or catch. The running back, can't really get in the yards. We got to get rid of people for me to fix this. I had better players in college. I don't know how we going. You should be able to win because you came here. No. Y'all lost here because of what y'all got here. Y'all never tried to fix that. I can't fix it all. Kind of just like basketball. And the number one overall pick. This rookie's gonna turn it around. Oh yeah, this rookie shooting guard is gonna average 45 to get us over the hump. A rookie gonna average 45? He gonna come there. Team don't play defense. Point guard don't pass. Power forward in the center want to do step back threes and don't rebound. Coach don't care. But you gonna fix it all. It's all on you. What we doing? He said, when you came to the table, we gave you all this money. It's your responsibility to fix everything that we messed up for years before you got here. That's what we gave you the money for. Like y'all give people money all the time. There's people that's been paid here this whole time. You gave them money, they ain't fixed nothing. What are you talking about? You know, for real. That's what I was saying. You know, that becomes an issue. Huge issue. So when we come to the table, what we coming to the table to do? Seriously. Seriously. And then, you know, when I'm 43, now you got guys, you lying, and you got people, you got young men and women in their 20s just fucking lying. And you got people in their 40s and 50s lying to people in their 20s. Oh, you know, but back when my grandmother was getting beat every day by my granddaddy, back when, all the daddies was smoking cocaine and smoking crack and dealing it out of the back of a Delta 88, that's how we all came up. Stop it. That's why you young brothers need to take care of the community. Stop it. Disingenuous as hell. Truth is, if you see somebody talking about all the drugs all the time and drugs and the drug era and the crack era and the incarceration era all the time, I can guarantee you them motherfuckers was either selling drugs at one point, they was buying drugs at one point, or they was putting in work in that era. And they just happen to not go to jail, and now they're so sympathetic to everybody in that era. That's what happened. That's why the brothers out there selling drugs, because the white man flooded the drugs in the community, brother. Who you was getting money from? Was your best friend a drug dealer? Was your brother a drug dealer? Was your cousin a drug dealer? Was your uncle a drug dealer? Who was a drug dealer in your family? Who? Spit it out. Was you the drug dealer and then you got out? Just like these rappers who, I sold all the crack in the world. They was a drug dealer for 3 freaking weeks. They sold crack, they realized it wasn't for them, and they started rapping. Gotta get to that part. Because it's the disingenuous part of everybody coming to the table. We need to stop glorifying, dope boys and rappers like they smart. Because if they were so goddamn smart, with all the money from all their entrepreneurial work, they're not really the business people. For the most part, they're not. Sorry, they're not. It doesn't make sense that you want brothers who was 9 to 5 and college educated and blah, 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 to come back to the community and help all the men who was dope boys. All the children of the dope boys. Forget the children of the cop. Forget the children of the construction worker. Forget the children of the truck driver. Forget the children of the nurse. Forget them children. Forget the children of the teacher. Forget that. No, forget it. Let's just focus on everybody who was affected by the drugs. Man, shut up. Same thing with these young ladies. Oh, I'm out here, They young. You see them young. What did you want? A guy that got a job, a scammer, or a gangster? Dumb question in the first place. But I want a dope boy. I want a scammer. And then when that 22 to 25-year-old turns 35 and 40, these men out here ain't nothing. But you can rewind the tape. That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted. You got what you wanted, so shut up. We need to come to the table and be with somebody that can take care of a family and take care of kids. No. That's what you wanted. You made that bed, you got to lie in it. No. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. You don't get to skip in front of the people who didn't do all the BS that you did. I'm just as valuable to them, but I make mistakes. No, man. We can't keep catering to people who just make mistakes, who make mistakes for 10, 20 fucking years. No, you're never gonna fix a community catering to people who only make mistakes. That don't make sense. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I got some things to do. Catch y'all on the next one. Shout out to BJS. I know he's probably still alive. But like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.